Hi guys, welcome back for your daily dose of physical activity. If I haven't met you before, my name's Aaron. We're going to have a theme today of finding your balance. More on that later. To start with, we're just going to do some agility activities to warm up. Let's go. For these warm-up activities, we're going to do them 3 times each. First time, we're going to have a go at them. Second time, we're going to do them as well as we can. Third time, we're going to do them as well as we can, as quickly as we can. All right, so the first one, we're going to start here. We're going to go forwards, shuffle, back, shuffle, join in when you can. I'm going to go slowly to start. You can catch up. It looks like this. So we're going to go forwards. We're going to get down low and shuffle across. We're going to go backwards and shuffle across. Let's do it a second time, a little bit quicker and a little bit better. Okay, forwards. As well as you can, shuffle, backwards, and then shuffle. All right, last one, we're gonna go as fast as we can. Go. Backwards, and finish off. Well done. So the next one, we're gonna start on this side, and we're gonna go, and I'm gonna walk you through it slowly to start with. So remember the first time, just have a go, do it slowly. We're gonna go forwards, and then we're going to do what's called the karaoke step. So we're going to step back, step in front, step behind, step in front. We're going to go backwards, and we're going to do it the opposite way. So we're going to go step behind, step in front, step behind. And let's do that again, a little bit better than the first time. Go forwards, step in front, step behind, step in front, backwards, step behind, step in front, step behind, step in front. All right, this time as fast as you can go. Ready? Go. And backwards. All right, well done. Third one, we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go sprint across. We're gonna do what's called a bear crawl. We're gonna sprint backwards and a bear crawl. Let's have a go first. We're gonna sprint. Get down on the ground, like a bear walking across. You stand up again, backwards, and then like a bear going across. All right, second time, and remember, if I'm going too quick for you, you can always pause it and come back to the video when you're ready. Okay, let's do that a little bit better. Okay, sprint, bear crawl. And go backwards. And bear crawl. Third time, as quick as we can. Let's go. And finish off. All right, good job at home. Well done. We've got one more challenge in our warm up. What we're going to do is hop on one leg and shuffle across, hop on the other leg and shuffle across. So just to show you slowly to start with, hop, and shuffle. And turn around, hop on the other leg. Face forward and shuffle. All right, second time, we're gonna do it again. This outside leg. Shuffle, keep light on your feet if you can. And then the other leg. Shuffle. All right, last one, we're gonna do that as quickly as we can. Ready, go. All right, well done guys. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Great warm up. We'll see you very, very soon for our main activity today. Now we're going to move on to some balance activities. So balance is very, very important in life. So you may know certain sports where you require balance, whether it's playing football or soccer or netball or basketball, where you quickly have to change direction, keep your balance, jumping up and then landing and balancing. Athletics, there's lots of different sports, but also generally in life, you need balance just to move around from one place to another. So we're going to practice it today. With our balances today, we're actually going to be using small body parts, so things like our hands, our elbows, our knees and our feet, and some large body parts like our stomachs, our bottom and our backs. What we're going to be asking you to do is balance on a variety of body parts I'm going to give you a number and you have to think about the body part that you're balancing on and balance for at least 15 seconds. If you do 15 seconds, great. If you do 30 seconds, even better. Maybe you can pause the video and see how long you can challenge yourself to balance in any of these positions. Did you know the world record for balancing on one leg and standing on one leg was over 76 hours and 40 minutes? That's actually standing on one leg for over 3 days. How amazing is that? Let's get started. So for the first one, what I'm going to ask you to do is balance on one body part. So it could be an elbow, a hand, a knee, or a foot. You don't have to copy me, but I'm going to give you some suggestions as we go. All right, so one body part. So for me, I'm going to do it on one leg. I'm going to stand sideways. I'm going to become like an aeroplane, arms out, and I'm going to count for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great stuff. As I said earlier, if you want to try some more of your own, go for it, pause the video and play when you're ready to catch up again. Second one is 2 body parts. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stand on one foot, that's one body part, and I'm going to put one hand on the ground. I want to be as long with my body as I can when I balance and as graceful as I can. I want to look good when I balance. So my hand's on, and my fingers, my foot's on, and I'm extending this leg back and this hand out. That makes it look a bit better. I've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done at home, you're doing a great job. You've guessed it, now we're going to do 3 body parts. I'm going to give you an example of one of mine that I've just come up with, but as I said before, you can come up with your own at home. So I'm going to put a hand on the ground, a foot on the ground, and another hand. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and I'm extending this one back. So it's a little bit similar to the last one I did. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to be as strong and as long as I can be. Extending that back leg back. I feel good, I feel long, I feel strong, and I feel balanced. All right, well done. All right, next one. This is our last one for our small body parts. We're going to do 4. So I'm going to come down to the ground now. I'm going to do 2 knees and 2 elbows. All right, this one's actually giving me a bit of a chance to rest. I'm finding this one a bit easier. You might find a more challenging one. I wonder what you can come up with at home. It's a nice and relaxing one. And come back down. Well done, everybody. Have a little break. Now we're going to move on to our big body parts. So we've done our small body parts like our hands and our elbows and our knees and our feet. We're going to do some large body parts, and I'd like you to follow on with me. We're going to see if we can hold this between 3 and 10 seconds each, and then we'll move on to the next movement. So for the first one, we're going to do our bellies. That's a big body part. So I'd like you to lie down. You can point your feet back, and I want you to put your hands next to your armpits. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to lie on my belly. That's our big body part. I'm going to put my hands facing forwards next to my armpits on the ground. And at the same time, I'm just going to lift my chest off the ground, draw my shoulder blades to my feet, and speaking of my feet, I'm actually going to point my toes and lift them off the ground a bit. So at the moment, I'm getting a really good stretch, my tummy muscles, which I'm balancing on, but I'm also strengthening up my lower back. So this is my lower part of my back. Let's do that for a few more moments. Maybe a little bit challenging for you, and that's okay. This is how we get stronger. And then slowly comes out. Well done. Now we're going to go on to our bottoms. So we're going to completely roll over. This is called the boat. So we're going to pretend we're a boat floating in the ocean. So the big body part this time that we're on is our bottom. And you can wiggle on your bottom from side to side and find out that there's a really good spot that you can balance on. Place your knees, which are bent, a little bit together, And now I'm just going to rock back on that boat. So this is position number 1. For more of a challenge, you can put your arms out to the side. This is position number 2. And I'm going to keep this boat, if I can, long from my hips to the top of my head. Position number 3 for the ultimate challenge today is lengthening your feet out and hands at the same time. Now, as you can see, I'm shaking a little bit, which means this is providing me a bit of a challenge, but this is good. As I said before, this is how we get stronger. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. If you stayed with me then, give yourself a pat on the back. If you found that difficult and challenging, that's totally okay. As with everything, it just takes a little bit of practice. Don't give up on it. See if you can try again another time and you'll get there. So the next big body part we'll be using is our big broad shoulders, okay? And they're a very strong part of our body that can support our weight. So we're gonna do something now called the table, all right? So if you've ever seen your dining room table where you eat, it's nice and flat. So the challenge is here to try and get your back as flat as you can, your body as flat as you can. All right, so what I'm gonna do is swirl around. All right, bring your feet pretty close to your bottoms, and then very slowly squeeze your bottoms together, raise your belly button up like it's got a bit of string that's pulling it up. All right, so all this part of the body should be activated. All right, now you can link your fingers together. So intertwine your fingers together. See if you can hold this for a few moments. If you're thinking, I'm going okay with this, the next level of challenge would be to put one leg out and slowly with control, put your foot back down. And now we can switch our weight to the other side and see if we can do that with the other side. Everything's about control, getting this leg as long as we can, keeping our bottoms up. And okay, from here, we can now go into the tabletop. So what we're going to do is bring our bottoms down to the ground, bring our knees back up, hands behind us, and then at the same time, we're going to balance on our heels or our feet and our hands. We're going to lift that belly button up again, look behind you, and try and get this part of our body nice and flat like that table. Like there's that bit of string pulling your belly button up. Let your head hang back. We're gonna go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with control, come back down to the ground. Okay, well done. We balance on our large body parts like our backs, our bottoms and our stomachs, and some of our little body parts, so our hands, our elbows, our knees and our feet. I look forward to giving you some challenges now at the end of the lesson that you can do in your own time. I'll see you soon. Now for the challenge I'm going to leave you guys with today. This is going to be fun. We're going to be doing some soccer juggling. So juggling with our feet, our knees and sometimes even our heads. The only part of the body you're not allowed to juggle with is your arms or hands. All right, now what you'll need, I've got a beach ball today. So for our younger kids, this is perfect. If you're inside, this is perfect. If you've got a bit more room or outside, or you want more of a challenge, you can actually use a soccer ball or something similar to size to the soccer ball. The other one that you may choose to use is a hacky sack like this. This is certainly the most challenging, but the most fun. And this is an activity that you can do on your own or with someone else or a small group of people as well. So to start with now, we're just going to get our feet used to the ball that you're working with today. So with the insides and outsides, we're just going to pass it and use all parts of your feet to pass it in between your legs. All right, so if you want to stand still like I am, you can do that. If you want to move a little bit, you can do that as well. If you're feeling confident, lift your head up and don't look down at the ball. All right, if you're going okay with that, the next thing you can do is little steps. So one step on the ball and off and on, so knees high and off. All right, good work at home. Great stuff. So this would be a warm-up that you're going to go through in your own time in a moment. All right, great. For our parts of juggling, I'm going to give you some options to do, and you can do these at your own time. You can start with whatever option you'd like. The first one would be take the ball in your hands, drop it in your feet, and kick it back to yourself. You might do 3, 4, 5 on one leg, and then you might try your opposite leg that you're not used to kicking with. So I'm going to do that on this side here. All right, so I'm not quite as good on that side, but it's worth practicing. Once you've done a few juggles on each feet, back to your hands, you can then do that, the same thing, exactly the same thing, except this time with your knees. And you can swap knees. A few in a row. All right, great work. If things are going all right with your knees, if you've got one of these beach balls, I'd recommend it. I'm not sure about the heavier soccer ball, but what you can do is throw the ball up and use your head and catch it. Do a few of those. So you should be warming up, getting used to your hand-eye coordination happening now. All right, then you can try and juggle more than one time in a row. So you can start it in your hands and you might go foot to foot or foot to knee. Get it again. You might do 2, 3 in a row. I'm pretty happy with that. When I got 3 in a row, my next challenge would be 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I might have went out of the screen there. All right, you might want to use your head, feet, use all different parts of your body you can, all right? Don't expect to be perfect. This is meant to be fun. This is meant to be about exploring and just having a go. I'm going to leave you with that now. See if you can do this for the next 15 or 20 minutes. Make sure you enjoy it and I'll see you next time.